you guys are just really good people, and it's like you really are enjoying Branson.
That's just
you?
for promo.
Yeah, yeah, we're actually horrid.
In the background, we're like, please don't come near us.
Don't let each other
Five cups of coffee for them. For me, it's like, don't see me till 1 o'clock.
So Scott, you said you'd been to Branson before. Tell me about that.
We came up 4 years ago. Steve Drummond brought us out here as another group of us, and we did a show at the Grand Palace. And it was cool. I mean, it was some stuff that they didn't, hold up on their end, but now that they have us over at the Andy Williams Moon River Theater, it's probably the best case scenario for us in Branson. So they're treating us really well over there, and we've got awesome technical people, video, audio, everybody over there is just great. The band, the background singers, I mean, we got a top-notch show in Branson right now, the best show in Branson right now. So
there you go.
Oh, yay, way to go. Okay, now Steve was asking some questions off the air. You want to ask about judges?
I was talking about the judges because I have a group of friends and we sometimes argue about Idol when we get together, and I feel like that they missed out by not having Simon on, and I think we've got right now, when you look at what's on TV, that you got 3 judges that, I mean, I don't know. I just think it misses that point that you can say really get some good direction.
Right.
And I know Simon came on and it was all about TV, but he always gave, I thought, good direction. He wasn't trying to be just mean.
Well, it wasn't even just direction. Even when he was being catty, it was awesome. Like, I'll give you an example of my season when I sang Dirty Diana. Everybody gave me great reviews, like, down the panel, and then it got to Simon, and Simon totally, like, rained on my parade and was like, it was not as good as you thought it was. It was over the top. And it's like, nobody does that anymore. And it gives that controversy. It makes people laugh at home. Because, I mean, it is funny when he... It is kind of funny when he, like, talks bad about people. But he also does give really good critiques. I would almost every time agree with him.
And you missed them tight T-shirts he wore.
And yeah, tight T-shirts.
I have a funny story about, because my opinion of him is a little bit different, a little bit swayed, because I was on the last season that had Simon, and it was so obvious to us that mentally he was already moved on to the next show.
Oh, really?
And he was not present for us. He didn't care. He wouldn't even watch the show most of the time. He'd be sitting there leaning back and puffing his cheeks out like, am I done yet? And it was offensive. It was really hard. And then mostly what he said to me, negative, like the negative things he said to me, were most often about my clothing than my singing, and none of it was constructive for me, so I couldn't even work with it. I'm like, why are you just picking on me now?
Right.
There's nothing I can do. So one night I was singing When You Believe from The Prince of Egypt, and I already knew, I was so prepared for the comparisons from him because it's a Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey song. That's not why I chose it. I love the song. And the year before, David Archuleta sang the same song, and all Simon said to him was, I had a really big hit with that song, and you sang it great. And when I sang it, he said, you're not Whitney Houston, and it's because I'm a girl. But the way that I was dressed, I was so excited. I found this beautiful hand-painted dress, and the stylist and I had so much fun working with it, because she made me this thing that wrapped around my arm, and it was covered with fake butterflies. I felt like Ferngully. It was so much fun. And I finished singing, and after he says, well, you're not Whitney Houston, and why are you covered with leaves? And Kara was like, they're butterflies, come on. And so after the show, we went and did our press junket we did every week, and a lot of the reporters are like, what do you think about Simon making fun of your outfit and your butterflies? And I just said, hey, for someone who wears the same V-neck t-shirt every day, he sure has a lot to say about my sense of fashion.
Good for you.
And they printed that in the LA Times, and the next week, starting from there, he wore sweaters, he wore blazers, he wore...
I mean, were they V-necks though, or did they just rip as he put them over?
Yeah.